How to avoid liver cancer. Alex Ekubote, PRIP, at a very young age 40. Nobody knows why. At least I don't know. But I've been looking online and I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's because he had liver cancer. I don't know. I've not spoken to any of his family. So I'm going to use this opportunity to teach about liver cancer. Watch this video. It's going to be long because it's important. Everybody has a liver, only one. You have two kidneys, but one liver. And make sure you share it to your group, especially young ones in the group, your family group, your church group. Share it, okay? So what causes liver cancer? Mutations in your liver cell that can lead to different growths. And a lot of things can cause these mutations. Number one is alcohol, heavy alcohol use. In fact, scientists have come out to say that no amount of alcohol is okay. I have to put another caveat. I'm not saying he unalived due to liver cancer or that he's an alcoholic. For people that have comprehension issues. Before I proceed, can liver cancer be cured? Yes, especially if detected early. So liver failure has 3 stages, okay, 4 stages, okay. So stage 1, stage 2, you can still do something. Now, before I go ahead, you need to know that your liver, even though it's one, it's on your right side, okay, it's one. It is I think the only organ in your body that can regenerate itself if cut off. If they cut off your finger now, your finger will not regrow. It will heal, but it will not regrow. But your liver, if they cut off part of it, it will regrow. So usually when they detect this cancer early, they can cut off that part of the liver and it regrows. Also, there's liver transplant. If the whole thing is compromised, if it has gone to the point where it can no longer regrow, liver transplant day, bona your money, and your body can reject it. They can do the transplant safely, you come back home, and then 3 months later, your body has rejected it. Your body starts treating it like an external organ. That means, so I mentioned alcohol use as one of the things that cause this, okay? Now, if you're an adult and you take alcohol, you should go check your liver, all right? You should stop taking alcohol, but you should also check your liver, right? At a lab, you go and run lab test for your liver function lab test. That's a layman's term. Now, if you are taking alcohol and you get to the point where it no longer intoxicates you easily, that's usually a bad sign. It's a good sign in the sense that you can drink and then maybe drive home and stuff. I'm not saying you should do that. But for you to drink alcohol to that point where it no longer intoxicates you, it means you have poisoned your body so much. You have poisoned your liver so much that your liver has become so good at metabolizing alcohol that it no longer intoxicates you. Usually the next stage is you are entering some stage of liver failure, either stage 1 or stage 2 or something. Now, alcohol is not the only thing that can cause this. There's also something called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. These days they call it MA, okay, a sort of metabolic syndrome, right? So, but basically, one of the things that causes this, that is fat lodged in your liver, right? One of the things that causes this is fruit juice. You know all those homemade smoothies and fruit juice? If you take it too much, it's good to take, usually as a replacement of alcohol when you're trying to quit alcohol or when you're trying to quit soft drinks. To me, they're better because they're not addictive. But if you take it too much, some people will stock it up for a year and be taking 3 or 4 bottles every day. You can even get diabetes from that. A lady once told me that she doesn't get intoxicated. She can take 4 bottles. The only thing is that she's gonna get filled, but she doesn't get intoxicated. I was like, what? As the most powerful native doctor in the world, I said, go and run a liver test. Guess what? Her liver don't pack up stage 2. Your liver is so powerful that it doesn't give you sign. You can be at stage 3, liver failure, no sign. All of a sudden, boom, stage 4. That's why a lot of people die from it, because they don't notice anything. You're just okay. But the liver has gone. Now, hepatitis B or C, these two kinds of diseases can finish your liver. They're just a liver disease, you know what I'm saying? So if you have ever tested positive for hepatitis and you still have it, well, what I'm going to tell you is go for treatment. Don't try to manage it. Go for treatment and get yourself treated. But let's say you've tried all methods, it's not working. You can reach out to me. I'm the most powerful native doctor in the world. Maybe there's a herbal means, who knows? Or maybe something to even support your immune system. Because for B, especially, if your immune system is strong, it will fight it because it's a viral infection. You understand? Some people's body is able to clear it over the course of some months. If you are obese, you have diabetes, these things can be a problem, because sometimes what comes with it is some sort of liver problems or the other. Maybe not directly caused by it, but usually they go hand in hand. So if you're suffering diabetes, one of the key things you should keep your eye on is your liver. Every time you go for any test at all, try and check your liver and make sure that everything is okay. Same thing with obese. If you are too big, people will be saying, I like your bigness, I like your plus size. What do they call it again? What are all these consolating names they give it? Madam, you're not healthy. You are too big. You have to slim down. Don't let your doctor be the one to tell you when to slim down, because by that time it will be too late. Because when you are big like that, it also means that there's fat all over the place, and it's not good for fat to be in your organs. So, persistent viral infection, hepatitis B, is the leading cause of liver cancer worldwide. So most people that have liver cancer, they got it from contracting hepatitis B. That thing is more deadly than HIV. When people hear HIV, they want to run from the person, but that hepatitis B, and guess what? It's also sexually transmitted. If you go put prick for those beam, boom, you don't collect. Be careful when they say use condom, use this, protect yourself. It's a good advice. So it's a very good advice, because once you collect one of these things or more, another time you're going to say another world day. Apart from this world where there's another world where you and that virus is battling. It go chop your money. So men have these liver cancer issues more than women. Nobody knows why, but maybe because of smoking. You understand? Especially if you already have the virus. If you have the infection, hepatitis B infection, and you're smoking, that is hellfire move. You be with the devil, bro. He tried to take your soul. That's a graveyard effect. Hepatitis B is sexually transmitted. So if your partner has it, you have to go and run tests. Test yourself. If you don't have it, you have to stay away from the partner, or at least protect yourself when doing any dingy with them. Bedroom dingy. You have to protect yourself. It's a very, very deadly disease, and it's more frequent. So more people will go down with this disease. If you go to any lab and ask them, at least I've asked a number of labs, they always tell me that they see more hepatitis B than HIV, way more. There's disease in the air, bro. Well, according to the story, over 20 million Nigerians out of the 200 million people, over 20 million are living with hepatitis B or C. So this infection is very, very, very rampant. Way, way more than HIV. They said out of these 20 million people that have it, HIV is just 2 million. 2 million people have HIV, hepatitis B, 20 million have it. Out of these 20 million, they said over 16 million don't know they have it. So it's silent. They just have it, they don't know. The thing is brooding. The devil is right there in the details, brooding. Now, if you ever see somebody's eyes yellow, look at my eyes, it's white, you see? It's white, pure white. If you ever see somebody's eyes yellow, they have reached like stage 4 liver failure. The next thing you're going to hear about the person is saying, don't buy. So if you see the person, tell them to get to hospital immediately. This is it's not something of a boo or drinking whatever. Get to hospital immediately.